Today we're working on 1963 Buick bucket seats. I'm going to disassemble and show you how to make a pattern out of the old. Stick with me, let's get to it. Alright, one of the first things we're going to do here, we are going to take apart the metal working, the frame of the seat. We're going to start taking that apart. And then with a razor blade, I'm going to start cutting and separating the stitching so I can take each piece and recreate a pattern to make for the new one. So whatever patterns I make for this one seat, I'm going to double it because they're identical seats. That way both seats come out identical, right? So first thing we're going to do, we're going to separate the back from the bottom of the seat. Now we separated the back from the bottom. We'll flip it upside down. We're going to take out all these hog rings and peel this back. See what we're working with. Rings off. Try to save them so you don't step on them. That's all. Don't let them go flying. Just grab, give it a little twist, and you should pop right out. Okay, this has to come off. This has to come off here. Alright, that was easy. First thing I want to show you is the padding. I have replacement padding coming. This is pretty much shot. I mean, it can be repaired, but it's the foam. Look at it. It turns to dust. I can't bring this back. So I have some foam padding coming. Like this. Now that we have this off, I can make a pattern out of this on my material. And I just wanted to, they really did build things much nicer back then, heavier duty, you know what I mean? Because there was probably 1,000 hog rings holding this thing in. So flip it inside out. I'm going to put new rails back in. And then we're going to replicate this. Now before I go any further on the back and the other seat making patterns, I'm gonna mark this up. I'm gonna show you how I mark this up before I cut this apart. And what I want to do I'm going to put a couple reference marks on it too. Usually here, before and after a turn. Just a couple reference. So when I put my patterns back together, I'll have some reference points. Alright, so now I got my pattern here, and I'm going to trace it onto a new piece of vinyl, and I'm going to add, when I cut this out, I'm going to add a 1/2 inch to it. Okay, so there's my cutout. And when I cut it out, I'm just going to add a 1/2 inch to the material. Okay, so what we got here, there's a piece of the seat. I labeled it bottom left. Alright, and I have a cutout. Okay, matches this. Was the goal. I have a centerpiece, etc. You know, it's marked. I make 2 of them. Now, since I'm replicating a seat that's you know, factory basically, I want to keep everything exactly the way it is. All the stitches. I'm not gonna freelance my sewing. There's nothing custom. We're gonna keep everything as it is, as the way it was built from factory, the best we can anyway. Coloring wise, I mean, I don't know if you can pick it up. The coloring is, you're not gonna buy any vinyl that's perfect because of sun fade, wear, dirt, etc. you know, you got 50, 60 years of wear on this seat, and this is pretty close. You really can't pick it up, but it's a really close match to what it's came out of the factory. So when we redo an interior like this, we do the front seats. I'm pretty sure he's getting carpet and everything, but you know, the door skins, the rear seats, everything is gonna be off a little bit, but depends what you want to do. These seats obviously are trash. I mean, the padding is completely gone, so it's a nice car, but it just needs a freshen up on the front seats. Stick around, like and subscribe. Come back and check out my videos. We are going to continue the 63 Buick seats and many other projects we got going on. Thanks for watching.